What's up, people? Well, I don't know if I can actually say we're back because, well, Marky's down here.
Too busy working.
Yeah, he's down there, or working with fabric. Today we're back with another episode.
We all gotta have our hobbies.
Yeah. Like I said, we're back with another episode of... God, I hope we're no more death, no more death, no more death.
It's gonna be death.
Shut up.
Hey, you're the one that keeps picking them. Don't look at me.
Yes, I pick him hoping there's no more death for a while, but he's right, there's death. Today's episode we're going to be doing Sirens. And by Sirens, I'm not talking about, like, The Little Mermaid or mermaids in general. They're a completely different species than actual... Yes, they're different species than actual sirens. And for some of you that actually do know, they're not to be confused with their other cousins, the harpies.
Now that's a big difference.
They're cousins, somewhat, in a way. Either way, the Siren is a legendary mythological creature from Greek mythology,
And Roman.
and yes, Roman, which
And most seafarers.
that too. They've been known to plague seamen or seafaring folk for decades, centuries, millennia. Don't really know how to put that one. They are depicted as beautiful young women or young maidens, depending on what story you're going with. Same thing, pretty much. That have such beautiful voices that they can enchant men and sometimes women.
Anybody that swings to the woman.
Yeah, that. Can enchant people to do... I'm not sure if that's really do their bidding or that they become so infatuated with them that they just want to do their bidding, no matter what.
It could be both.
That too. That they would enchant sailors when they hear them, and from their mystical isles, rocks in the middle of the sea could be, seafaring cliffs even.
Callisto's pad.
Yeah, Callisto has been known to have several sirens on her island.
I think you want me to go for the one that I didn't cut.
Probably.
As one of the sides.
Yeah, probably the side that's at the bottom. Because
This was the side.
Oh,
That's
that's
not
the
the bottom. This is the other side.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, they would. Callisto had been known to have several sirens at our island, but they would. Their voices would be so enchanting, so beautiful that that sailors would alter their ship's courses to find these heavenly voices, and unbeknownst to them or not necessarily unbeknownst, but not really care, would end up
Dying a horrible, watery death.
Yes, I know. I have problems. I know.
If I wasn't living with you, and I wasn't born with you, I'd say you hurt animals when you were younger.
I have never done that, and you know I haven't. I love animals of all shapes and sizes, except for venomous ones.
That's a healthy respect.
That's a healthy respect for them, not actual fear. That is a healthy respect for them and the power that they hold. But yeah, they would crash their ships onto the rocky shores of the Sirens' homes, and would most of the time drown underneath the waves or crash onto the rocks after they jumped ship, and would, due to the waves, would crash onto the rocks themselves.
Just because they were horny.
Yes, but this is Greek mythology. In this,
Everyone's horny.
some form of sex is always apparent. Like I said, the Sirens was one of the most beautiful maidens of their time. Their voices were so enchanting that notable female singers in that time were thought to be part Siren or a Siren themselves. And let's just say back then wives were a lot more I don't know, considering this is Greek mythology, I'm not too sure about that.
I believe a lot more people were more freewheeling.
That too, probably.
Now hurry that up, I need you.
Okay. But a real depiction of the Siren was never truly found. There's been multiple depictions of them as the years went on, from beautiful young women to beautiful young winged women.
That's a harpy. Wait. No, they had those two.
Yeah, they had angelic-like features. In some cases, they would literally be.
I mean, there's two classes of harpies: sea types and bird types, or sea types of siren and bird types of sirens.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know. You look at it; they both look on Dr. Cliffs.
Do that too. But I will cover the second pair of sets of sirens that Marky has been saying, which was actually mermaids, but they're a completely different species altogether, and a completely different sounding voice and things like that. And
you never know.
Thank you, Marky.
Happy to help.
But yeah, the Siren was sometimes depicted as a beautiful winged woman, and would sometimes be playing a lyre, which was technically a small harp.
It all depends on who you're talking to at that time.
Very sure. And they're, along with their playing, that sometimes that, dang it, I lost my place.
Syllables and sentences.
Shut up. The Siren was depicted in the one of the great plays of Homer. I think it was Homer. Yeah, Homer play. I think it was one of his.
Based on the Argonauts?
No, the Odyssey. Yeah. How Odysseus had to. Odysseus and his crew had to go through a cursed cove or whatever that was famous for shipwrecks, and as that they had to put beeswax into their ears and had to tie one man around the mast of their ship So they would not hear the sirens and would know once they finally left the range of the sirens that it was free to take the beeswax out of their ears. Sirens are not necessarily evil in nature, but
they just do what they need to do to survive.
They don't eat people.
So? They probably loot the ships and stuff.
I doubt that. By that time, they'd probably wouldn't have much food and anything on that at that point anyways.
You never know.
Heck, a lot of depictions of sirens were beautiful young maidens in the flowery fields. I'm pretty sure they had food where they lived.
Come on, wrap it up.
You're not helping. But yeah, there's several depictions on who their parentage is, or even where the name Sirens came from. I'm not going to try and pronounce said names. I am not fluent in Greek.
Don't sirens also go by another name of sea nymph?
No, sea nymphs are a different species. They're part of the nymph family, not sea nymphs themselves. Again, another creature we will eventually get to. But yeah, the siren is mostly depicted as nowadays as a mermaid sitting on a rock, enchanting seamen.
Seafaring folk.
To a watery grave, but the true siren was just a lovely. No, I can't say that with a straight face. I really can't.
A lonely person.
No, I can't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah, come on, wrap it up.
The siren was really just a woman or women. In legends, that has been depicted up from 2 to 5 women. Their voice, they're able to enchant people, was really their only greatest defense.
And drive them mad.
Or in some cases, if they had to flee, they would, like I said earlier, they were part avian in some cases, and they would fly off whenever they were spooked or scared, or would fly out to ships to try and draw them into the rocks in some cases. Like I said, I can't say with a straight face that they weren't evil. Like any other creature, there's good and bad. But I think that's all I can say about them at the moment. There's several stories that them in it. One of the most the most famous one being
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey. They were in some cases acolytes to the goddess Calypso. I was about to say Eclipso. Wow, I hope she does not spite me for this.
Probably not. We're nowhere near sea.
That still hasn't stopped them from smiting people.
Sure it has.
No, it hasn't.
Sure it has.
When has that ever stopped Greek mythology from ever smiting someone?
When you're landlocked.
No, because she was also the goddess of storms.
Ocean storms. Anything else, it's this territory.
You're not helping. Okay, but yeah, sirens, beautiful women, enchanting voices. If you don't have to hear them, they're not much of a threat. It's only when you actually start hearing them is when you get into trouble. I think that's it for today. Yeah. When you go sailing, watch out for beautiful women on rocks, or you're gonna end up crashing. That's all I can say for this.
Unless they're in swimsuits and they're calling for help.
Still, be wary. Oh wow.
Hey, you never know if is somebody actually stuck and marooned themselves on some rocks. I don't know. Would it be more gentlemanly or being an ass?
If you ever come across people in need of help. But just be wary, especially if they're all female. Because you don't want to run into a siren.
Who knows? It could be a sorority.
Oh wow, you're gonna get us killed, dude. You're gonna get us killed. I swear to God, you're gonna get us killed. I'm gonna end this here before he starts saying anything else that's gonna turn bad. I'm gonna say bye, everybody.